Hi, welcome back to Cooking for Everyone. It's been a while. Anyway, today I was going to make some devil eggs. We learned how to make hard-boiled eggs. I got a bunch here that were already cooked up. It's like, oh, I got these. Well, now I'm just going to eat them all. What am I going to do with it? So I'm going to show you one way to utilize your hard-boiled eggs that you've done up. So I'm going to do 10 today. So you're going to end up with 20, basically 20 deviled eggs. So we're going to peel these guys up. It's going to take me a bit, I think. So we'll get these guys peeled. Just going to show you what I'm going to peel one, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that, and then I'm going to, oops, throwing crap everywhere. Then I'm going to get these all peeled. I don't think you really want to sit here and watch me peel eggs, do you? I don't know, you do. Doesn't seem like a very enjoyable thing to me, but anyway, each to their own. So right now we're just gonna, this one wants to fight me. Well, you know what, it doesn't really matter if they don't have to peel perfectly. Once they're all said and done, it'll look really nice in the end. Doesn't always, they don't always peel nicely. When I can find a good way to show you how to peel an egg, I will. Right now I haven't found a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking. For me and for all of you too. So, alright. Doesn't matter if that skin stays on or comes off. It's up to you. There we go. What I usually do with that is just to make sure you get all the shells off. Give it a rinse under the sink. I'm just going to give a quick wipe down here to show you what I'm going to do. We're talking about knives. Right knife for the right tool for the right job. So these guys got a nice little paring knife. He's perfect. So what you're going to do, let's get that out of their way here. Down there. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut it just in half. So you're going to cut it in half, just like that. All right. You got to open up. Oh, I forgot to grab myself a little bowl. Oh, there's one. And then what we're going to do with that is we're going to take, just kind of pop the yolks out, just like that. Throw them in a separate bowl. I'll show you. And then we're going to use that for the filling. So, out of the way. And because the eggs are round, they're going to fall. So what you want to do, and I messed up, usually you want to do that before you cut it in half. Just everything's not working for me right here right now. So I usually just kind of just take a little shave off the bottom so it's nice and flat. Like that, and then it sits nice and flat. And you're going to use that piece as part of the filling too. So, like that. But it's okay if it's a little cracked like that. It's not a huge issue because the filling's going to hide all that. So we're good here. We're going to take all that, put it in our bowl for a filling, and I'll show you how to do the filling in a little bit. So I'm going to get these all peeled, and then I'll show you, and then we'll cut them all up, and we'll go from there. Alright. Alright, I got all my eggs peeled. Get them rinsed under cold water. Just make sure you get all the excess shells. Just going to give it a quick pat down for all of them. Just dry them off just a little bit. They have to be perfectly dry. They're eggs after all, kind of moist to start with. It's a good way to make sure that you got all the shells off too. So yeah, see, if you notice, none of these guys are perfect. It doesn't really matter. Because guess what? See these guys here, that's what you're going to see. So I'm going to hide that. So Like I said earlier, I made a mistake. So what you want to do, trusty paring knife, make sure it's nice and sharp. So we're just going to take just a little sliver off there, and that's going to go in our mix. See a nice flat part there, and we're going to do those on both sides. So just real quick like that. It's going to go in our mix, and then we're going to cut that in half, just like that. That's going to go in our mix. So we're just going to do that real quick. Get those all nice. Whoop, almost did it again. You want to cut those sides first. See, you and me making mistakes. All right, that's part of learning. Make those little mistakes. It's all good. All right. Oh, see, I just screwed it up again. But yeah, if you mess up like that, don't take the yolk out yet, because that'll give you some stability to kind of get that going again. And it doesn't matter if it's completely perfect either. There we go. All right. So, silly me, trying to rush. Slow down. Take your time. Speed, not really an essence on this one. So, there we go. So, I'm just going to cut them all. And go all the way through a little bit. It's not a huge issue. I want to kind of just shave it though. See, I went through a little bit too far, but that's okay. Alright, almost there. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm drying paper towel here. A minute. Issue. Oh, that guy's kind of mangled, but it's okay. Once you're all said and done, not going to notice that part at all. Yeah, a little deep, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Because that's all going to be hidden once you got all your filling there. Yeah, see? A little deep, but not a big deal. You just want to make it so they sit flat. Basically, it's the main goal here. They get the yolks out because you want those for the filling, and make sure that they sit so you can fill them. Alright, so, oh, almost missed one. There we go. So, we got our eggs there. And yeah, now I can grab something, put those on, and then I'm going to show you how to make the filling. And then we'll show you how to fill them. Okay. Alright. I'm going to do the filling here. It's really simple ingredients. You got mayonnaise. I like Merrill Co-op because it's a better flavor, but you can use any mayo. A little bit of regular mustard, salt, pepper, and that's it. I'm going to use food processor. You don't necessarily need to use food processor. They're great to have, but whatever. You can do this in a blender. If you don't have either one of those things, you can do it by hand. Takes a little more time than masher, but anyway. So what we're gonna take all our egg stuff. We're gonna throw that in there. Make sure my blade's in there properly. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And down there. So there's no real measurements here. You don't want it too dry, too wet, right? Because we're gonna sub it. So I'm gonna put, had to guess, mustard. Very liquidy, so you always want to give it a quick shake. I like to separate. So give that a quick shake. So we're gonna squirt. We'll say it's about a tablespoon. About a tablespoon of mustard. A little more mayo. We got one. Whoops, where the heck did that go? 2. Well, we're gonna start with about 3 tablespoons, approximately, big even ones. Mayonnaise, and the best way, salt and pepper to taste. And you see that in recipes and all the time it says to taste. You know why it says to taste? Is because to make food taste good, you need to actually taste it. So I'm gonna do, I like to use fresh cracked. Gives it a little more actual nice flavor. If I had to tell you how much was in there, it's like about half a tablespoon approximately. And salt, I like using seasoning salt, gives it a little more flavor. If you're using seasoning salt, you don't want to add extra salt, because it, guess what, it's called salt for a reason. It still has salt in it. Oh, the heck did I do with my top? Oh, there it is. Okay, so get that locked in. Maybe, if I remember how this thing works. There we go. Turn on. And we're gonna puree. Up quite a while there, so I'm gonna open up, take a look at that. That's not bad, looking a little dry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna scrape down the sides, get that nice in there. It's not too bad. Actually, it's about the right consistency. So take a spoon, we're gonna give it a taste test here. So yeah, it looks like a nice consistency. Yeah, we got the flavor we want. So I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna get some of this stuff out of the way, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, but that's basically, oh, here. That's basically the consistency you want. Oh, some of that mustard didn't get mixed in there. Well, that's okay. But yeah, there's your consistency you want. Okay, not too wet, not too dry. Alrighty. Okay, so got a couple different ways of actually filling eggs. We got these nice little plastic piping bags. You can buy cloth ones, stuff too, to do it. Piping tip, you can get these at Bulk Barn or Michael's, places like that. There's a few other places if you really want. You got a local bakery that you like to go to, you can always ask them, say, hey, you got a couple extra ones I can buy off of you, or get off you. And then if you can't get any of these, I'm going to show you how to do it with just a normal zippy bag as well. Because yeah, you don't need to go buy these. So what we're going to do, we're going to use this nice little piping tip on this piping bag, and we'll show you how to do that. The other thing, if you don't have any of this stuff, you can scoop it in. It just doesn't look as nice, but we're going to do that. That's something you can do. But I'm going to show you these two methods right here. Anyway, and remember, I talked about having a pair of nice kitchen scissors. This is another use for them here as well. One of the uses. I haven't gone over anything like that yet. But yeah, so you know, what we're going to do is we're just going to get our tip. Don't want to cut it too far down. You just want to give it a quick tip so it fits. Oh, I got that crappy. But anyway, I'm going to put that tip in there. Or at least try to. Yeah, just so it fits. So, that's it. Like that. Okay, let's get rid of that piece of plastic. Doesn't end up in our food. So right now, just going to set these guys aside for the moment, and we're going to work on the piping tip. So, piping bag. Way to fill this guy. I'll show you how to use this as well. So, down, kind of just fold it over top, cup it, and then fold it over top of your hand. You just take your hand, open it up. Now you got it stable so you can actually fill it. Rubber spatula is a nice thing to have too. Just kind of put it in there and push it down. So I'm going to set this down on the cutting board. I'm going to get that out of the way. Skipped a step. Let's get all that nice filling off this blade here. Right. Get as much off as you can. Don't want to waste all that nice yummy filling. Alright, so I'm going to put him aside for now. I'll come back. Okay, so back to what we're doing. Okay. This part can get a little messy. So take your filling, kind of shove it down as far as you can, close your hand, and just kind of pull it off there, just like that. Okay, one more. So it's not too bad. You take your fold, just kind of. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your corners like this. Gonna fold that in, just like that. So you got a nice hold, some air, and there's always going to be air in there. See, it hasn't gone all the way to the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that. It's called burping a piping bag. So we're just going to push it down till we, and then we'll get down to the end, and then we're going to go till we got there. Okay, so I'm going to grab eggs, right? So I just set them on a plate. So when you use the piping bag, you kind of put it in between your thumb and your forefinger, just like that, and just wrap your hand around the less. You're going to be just pressing down, just kind of press. So, and then you're just going to press down and just kind of move it around, just like that. Just till you fill it. Just keep moving it around and around. This is how they make the fancy looking deviled eggs. If you want to impress your friends, whatever. It's really not that hard. A little time consuming, but not hard. But good food takes time. Okay. Down to the end there. Okay. So we got a few of those with the piping bag. So I'm just going to squeeze out the excess that I got on here. And then we're gonna do same kind of idea. I'm gonna get as much out of there as I possibly can. And do the same kind of idea with, what did I do with, okay, we're gonna put that aside. Okay, so we got our zippy bag and our trusty scissors again. Okay, so we're gonna do kind of the same idea, just a little bit different. I'm not gonna use the, so we're gonna just cut a little point right out of the corner here. And we're gonna get rid of that so it doesn't get in any food. Alright. Same kind of idea. Kind of just put your hand like that. Gotta scoop it in there. Okay. Shake her down. You can zip. Oh, you don't want to zip it all the way because you want some air. You need a little bit of air to push it down. So same idea. Kind of fold it over like that. All right. I think I made my hole a little big, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna go. Same idea, just kind of back and forth. There we go. Just fill it up. Oh, those ones look interesting. Oh, I stuck my finger in one of them. There we go. Just keep going until they're all filled. I don't know what happened there. I think I lost my air pocket. You just take your finger and thumb and just kind of pull that down. Pull down your extra stuff just like that. Okay. Well, another little learning curve on this one. This is bag, but it works. You can see. Don't worry if you don't get it all out of there. It's not a huge issue. And they don't have to look amazing, but they look pretty good. So got down to the point where I should have just enough to fill all of them. Okay, so I'm going to take a nice spatula. You can get a lot out of there. You can get as much as you can. Your bowl of good scrape. Doesn't look like it's like, oh, I can't get that out of there. Oh yeah, you can. You just gotta have the right tools and give it a good scrape. All right. Messy job, but kind of fun. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I was running a little low on a couple of them. You can always go back over them. See? Then you use it all up. And look a little shy. Okay. It's double eggs, pretty much. You can. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get that out of the way too. So, something you can do with hard-boiled eggs, double eggs. You know, always see this red stuff on top, this paprika. You can use it if you want, you don't have to. I'm going to put a little bit on there, but if you're going to use it, I recommend the smoked paprika, because it actually gives it a lot nicer flavor. I'm going to grab some, if I have some. I still got to check. Well, I looked and obviously I forgot to go buy some more, so it's not getting my smoked paprika on there. But that's your double eggs. So that's, like I said, that's something you can make out of hard-boiled eggs. It's one of the items. Pardon me. But anyway, so yeah, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, write me some comments in below, anything you'd like to see, and I'll see you next time. Bye.